Evening, everybody. Sound should be all good here, all on. I see myself down. Okay, we're good. Starting up in about 5 minutes for the Tigers class, so hope you guys are all doing well. If anybody's here, wants to let me know, all I can see in terms of any messages is just whatever's in the YouTube chat. Right before each class, I'll go back and I check Discord, but I can't see messages from there during the class, just so everybody who's watching knows. I'll get a chance to check those real quick before the actual class starts, just to fix any errors, but I'm just going to keep moving around a little bit, make sure muscles stay warm. So it looks like we got about 3.5-ish minutes here until we start. Let me move this over just a little bit. That way, if anyone does message me on YouTube here, I should be able to see it over there. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for some classes today. Get some good workouts in. Get to work on a whole bunch of different back kicks today for Tigers. We're talking about balance, of course. And then the all-rank kids in teen and adult class, we got some striking sets we're finishing up. So it is tip testing this week, right? Red tip testing, if I am not mistaken. I don't believe I am. That's the tip color I've been giving out all week, so I hope it's right. We got about 3 minutes. I'll mention it now, and I'm going to mention it again in about 2.5 minutes when we're about to start. But make sure you guys have a clear, open space around you, right? That you're not going to step on anything. No Legos left on the ground. No pillows flying everywhere, right? Make sure you've got a safe spot that you can train in. The last thing we want to have happen when we train is an injury, right? So stay safe. Make sure you've got a clean area around you. And then, as always, stay hydrated, guys. Especially the next couple days, man, they're going to be warm ones, right? Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. If you get to the point where you feel thirsty, it means you're probably dehydrated, right? Try to drink a little bit more water through the day. The goal is to be at that point where you're not feeling thirsty, but you know that you're still drinking little by little. Let's double check everything okay over here. Discord and looking good. All right. And if anybody is here, question of the day, what is your favorite ice cream? I was interested to see. We talked about it a little bit earlier today in the teen and adult class, and I heard some fun ones. So if anyone's got a favorite flavor that they'd like to share, mine personally has always been mint chocolate chip. Woo. Especially the mint chocolate chip, it's got to be green. I don't know why, but ooh, we got about 1.5 minutes here until we start. 1.5 minutes. Just about set. All good here, yep. All right, very cool. Everything looks okay. I'm gonna make sure that last little chance there to fix anything before everything starts. I'll scroll one more time here, just to make sure I can also see myself over there. I gotta have two little screens in there. One so I can see what I'm actually doing right now, and then another one just above it so I can see what you guys see. That way, or at least see bits of it, right? That way I know that nothing's going wrong. It's not frozen or anything. So far it's looking good. We got about 15 more seconds here. We'll get started, guys, for our Tigers class today. Again, reminder, make sure that you've got an open space around you. If you have like 5 by 5 feet, that would be awesome. I believe these mats right here, I'm sure you can kind of see the lines on the ground, are 6 feet wide and 3 feet. So I've got a 6 by 6 foot square with a little bit cut off in the corners there. I'm not going to use the whole thing. Probably be fine with even like 4 by 4 feet. Just make sure that you've got a little bit of space around you, all right? Nothing to step on. You're not going to trip on anything. Excellent. It looks like it is time. It is 5:15. Tigers class ready to start here. Let's come to attention. How do you guys feel today? Awesome. So let's back you up. We are starting off with our up-down sprint drill. This is one where we're going to be jogging in place. And if I say up, you're going to jump up nice and high, trying to bring your knees up towards your chest. So it would look like this. Right? If you can't do that, if you can't jump in your house, that's okay. If you hear me say up, then do down instead. Down would be this one. Bend the knees, touch the ground, then stand right back up and keep jogging. Now, if I say sprint, you got to get your feet moving as quickly as you can. So it's going to be like this, right? Nice, quick feet, right? So you got 3 of them. Up, down, and sprint. Here we go. Make sure you're still jogging in place. Even if I don't give you any cues, even if I don't say anything, keep jogging, okay? And down. Touch the ground. There you go. Stand back up. And down. Good. Ready? Up. Nice high jump. And up. There we go. And if you can, bring those knees all the way up to the chest there. Let me turn this off here. There we go. All right. And down. And sprint. Get those feet moving quick. How fast can they move? And jog. There we go. And up, down, and down, up, and down, down, down. That's 3 downs in a row. 2, 3. There we go. Let me scoot back. You can see me the whole time. Ready? Up, down, up. There we go. Ready and sprint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Ooh, sorry, not break. Keep jogging. Woo. We got a little bit longer to go with this up-down sprint drill. Ready? And down, down, up. Make sure to come up in between. Otherwise, if I did this, right, that's 1 down, but I just hit the ground a lot. Keep those feet moving, keep those hands moving. Hopefully, you're breathing a little heavier. If not, start jogging a little faster. And up, down, and up, down, and down, up. And for the last one here, it's going to be a 10-second sprint. When I say sprint, I want you to start as quickly as you can. Ready? And sprint. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And break. Whew. Wherever you are at, nice work. Hopefully you are moving nice and quick there. So, our word this module is balance. Now the word balance means to be centered and focused, right? So again, say it with me. Balance means to be centered and focused. Now centered means, right, I want to make sure that I'm right in one line, that all my weight is centered over my feet. So if I'm standing here, my head is above my hips or my belly button, which are above my feet. I know you can't see those right now, right? But if I was to turn to the side and I was going to stand on one leg, oh, I'm picking this knee up, I got to stay balanced. Hopefully, now you can see my leg, right? It's one straight line down. If I go off center and I lean like this, it gets really hard to balance. So your goal, to be centered, and then finally, focused. If I'm balancing, I'm picking one little thing to spot, one thing to look at, to focus on, right? Paying attention with my eyes. Right now, it's the camera. I'm going to pick my leg up, and I'm going to focus. I'm staying centered. I'm staying focused. Let's try that together. We're going to balance on one foot for 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. Pick that knee up. If you can, nice and high like this. 3, 2, 1, and set it down. Let's try the other leg. Ready? 5 seconds. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and set it down. There we go. We're going a little bit longer though, right? We can't settle for just like 5 seconds. Oh man, we can do better than that. Let's do 10 seconds. Oh man. If your foot steps down, that's okay. Pick it back up and keep balancing. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8. Remember to stay centered, stay focused. 5, 4, one, and brave. Nice work. If you would like an extra challenge with this balance here, the next time we talk about balance, when we talk about life balance, I want you to see if you can balance on one leg the whole time. That'd be pretty wild, huh? All right, let's get started on our back kick here. So remember, the back kick is going behind us. One of the most important things to do when we're getting ready to do a back kick is we need to look behind us, right? If I don't look, I'd be kicking where I can't see. And I know my mom has eyes in the back of her head. She always told me she could always see what's going on. I don't though, right? So I gotta make sure that I look behind me first. Let's say that I was turning around this way, and you guys came up behind me. And before I even looked, I just went, Chua! Well, I may end up kicking you, and that's not a good thing, right? I'm gonna look. Huh? I realize it's you. And hey, I don't want to kick you, right? So I'm going to give you a high five. Yeah. There we go. Hopefully you got that one. So let's do this together. I'm going to turn to the side so you can watch even better. If I need to kick behind me, do this with me. Hands come up. We're going to look over our shoulder. We go, huh? Then I'm going to pick my knee up right in front of me like you just balanced with it. And then I'm going to kick straight back. Now I lean a little bit on that to get that kick a little bit higher. That's okay. I'm keeping my weight centered over my leg there. Let's do it again. Hands up. Look over shoulder. Huh. Chamber. And kick. There we go. Again. Hands. Look. Huh. Chamber and kick. There we go. Now all when I say go. Hands. Chamber. Kick. Ready? I forgot one thing. You remember what I forgot? Look. Right? We gotta look. Ready? All when I say go. On your marks, get set, go. Huh? Even if I know I can do it faster, I'm breaking it down into those steps. Let me try the other leg. Ready, set, and go. Huh? There we go. Let's do 30 seconds here on our own. We're doing a little bit of black belt practice time. Be the best, or have the best back kicks you could possibly do. If you mess up a little bit, that's okay. Black belts mess up too, but we say, how can I make this better, all right? All together, 30 seconds on your own, back kicks, black belt level. Ready, set, go. Huh? Huh? There we are. Keep it going. Again, 30 total seconds. Huh? 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 Oh, let me get a little closer. Huh? Huh? One more, last one. Best one, sir. Huh? There we go. Brave. Good work, guys. Let's get a couple of exercises in here. We missed out on those earlier today. We have a couple of exercises we've been doing every single class, right? We're going to start with some squats. So I'm going to scoot back here a little bit so you can see feet as we do this. Remember, for squats, you're going to bring your feet a little bit past your shoulders. You're going to keep your feet flat on the ground. And then you're going to bend your knees and stand right back up. Watch again. Ready? Bend the knees, stand back up. Keeping your posture. We're going to go 30 seconds, all right? 30 seconds. Ready? And go. Right, doing our best ones. There's two words I'd like to talk about: quality and quantity. Quality is how good something is, right? It would be the difference between this is bad quality for a squat and this is good quality. You say, oh, that one's a lot better, right? Quantity is if you measure something with numbers. I could say I did 100 squats, but if it was 100 squats like this, that's not very good, right? I'd rather do a couple that are like this, really good quality. And brave, we got our 35 seconds in. Let's get quality sit-ups. Ready? Lay down on your back. Notice how I always look behind me before I lay down to keep myself safe. My knees are up in the air like this. And then for my sit-up, I'm going to sit up as high as I can, keeping my legs on the ground like this. If I can go all the way up, awesome. If all I can do is this, awesome, right? All we're doing is working our stomach to make sure those muscles in our abs are nice and strong. We're going again, 30 seconds. Let me turn that way, I can see the clock and we don't get any see-through seconds. Ready? 30 seconds, on your marks, get set, let's begin. There we go. And remember, with all these exercises, it's very important to keep breathing through all of them. There we go. Whether it's our jumping jacks at the beginning, or squats and sit-ups right now, or when we start doing our push-ups in a second, I want to keep breathing. Make sure my muscles get the oxygen that they need. Oh man, we only have 5 more seconds. Keep it going, guys. 3, 2, 1, break. Let's get a bonus one. There we go. We got some push-ups to do next. Remember, push-ups, we got a couple ways that we can do it. I'm gonna come around this way. You can either start laying down on the ground, right? Where I go here. Stomach's on the ground. My toes back here on the ground. My hands are on the ground. I'm gonna push myself up, and then I'm gonna lay back down. Now, as I do this, you guys might notice that I'm putting my knuckles down. You don't have to do that. In fact, I would say don't do it, okay? I just have an issue with my wrist. I'm trying to keep it nice and safe, all right? The other version, you can do black belt version, up like this, let yourself down slowly, and push yourself back up, right? That's the black belt version. You're trying to not let your body touch the ground. Either way, 30 seconds, do your best ones. Not as many as you can do, but your sharpest ones. Ready, set, and go. Down low and push back up. Doing our sharpest push-ups. That is the most important part. Again, those words I talked about, quality, right? That's more important than quantity. Especially for push-ups, for any of our exercises, for our back kicks. 5 more seconds. And break. Nice job, guys. Woo! Let's talk a little bit more about balance. So, if you would like to, remember that challenge I gave you earlier was see if you can balance on one foot throughout this entire talk about life balance. Now, life balance, what is it? It's things that we do to make sure that we are the best person that we can be, right? To be the best person in our life. Now, that means doing things like exercising, right? I can't be the best in my career if I don't exercise. That means eating healthy foods. That means getting enough sleep. It means learning new things. Spending time with my family because I love spending time with them, right? Spending time reading because I love to read. Spending time at karate because I love karate, right? So it's doing those things that I love that make me a better person. The other end of this is I need to make sure that I do it the right amount. Even if I love karate, if I was here 24 hours a day and I never went home and I never went to school, that wouldn't be too good, right? I gotta make sure that I'm spending the right amount of time. I make sure I get my karate class in. I make sure I spend a lot of time with my family. I make sure I spend a good chunk of my time learning new things, going to school, learning from my teachers, right? Whether that's in the classroom or if I'm doing distance learning, right? Making sure that I'm spending my time wisely there. Making sure that I spend time doing other things that I love too, right? If I love to read, spend time reading, right? All that is very important for us in life balance. Now, let's get back to some back kicks here. Woo. Hopefully you guys saw what I did there. That was pretty cool, huh? All right, we got 30 more seconds here, black belt practice time, and we've got a challenge for our back kicks after that, okay? 30 seconds, your best back kicks. Ready, set, and go. Huh? Cha. Don't forget that look, it's really important. Huh? Cha. Huh? Cha. Huh? Cha. Huh? Cha. Always making sure we look super important. Huh? And notice my hands are staying up the whole time. And I watch my kick the whole time. Huh? See my eyes? They're still pointing that way the whole time. Huh? Cha. 5 more seconds. Huh? Cha. Huh? Cha. And break. All right. Oh boy. I've got a challenge for us. You guys ready? I hope you are. It's going to be a fun one. So, here's our challenge. This is if your back kicks are feeling pretty good. You're thinking, Creep, I want a little extra to do here. Here's what it's going to be. I'm going to go to my ready stance. I'm going to do a front kick right in front of me. Cha. After I do my front kick, look at this. What happened? I'm leaving that leg up there. And that's because I'm going to hold it for a second or two, and then I'm going to do a back kick without setting my foot down. It looks like this. Cha. Huh? Cha. Oh, look at that, right? Front kick, keep that leg up, back kick. We've got 1 minute to test this out. You guys ready? 1 minute, front kick, back kick challenge. If you're not quite ready for that, that's okay. do this instead. Huh? That way you're still practicing both in the same order, okay? Ready? 1 minute, go! Oh man, gotta test it out. Oh, I'm gonna try my other leg. Oh, let me pick it up. Let me try again. That's gonna happen, right? If I set my foot down accidentally, that's okay. I pick it back up and I try again, right? Every once in a while, we're not going to succeed at something, and that's okay as long as we learn from it. Reset my balance. There we go. I think that last time I looked over my shoulder too quickly, so I slowed it down a little bit. Front kick first. There we go. Oh man, I'm practicing keeping my chamber up at the end too. Watch this. After my kick, I bring it back to my chamber. Oh man, last kick. We got a little extra time on this one. And break. Nice job with those back kicks, guys. Woo, those are feeling pretty good. Now, I wanted to give you guys some ideas of ways you could practice this at home. That challenge is one of my favorite things to do, and it's a great thing because, look, I don't have any equipment around me, right? I didn't use the weight mats. They are around me, I guess, but I didn't use the equipment, and I don't need to with that challenge. Another great challenge that you can do. This one requires a teammate and something that you could kick, all right? So it'd be like this. I'm going to stand just like this. Let's say you're my teammate, and you've got something that I could kick, like a kick shield, right? When I stand here, you're going to take the kick shield and you would tap my back. If I feel you tap my back, I go, huh? And if I see you holding that kick shield out in front of you, then I'm going to kick the shield. But let's say I was here, you tap my shoulders, and I go, huh? But then I noticed you didn't have a kick shield, you had your hand out for a high five. Oh, then I'm going to turn around, I give you that high five, right? So that's an extra fun one you can do at home if you've got a teammate and something that you can kick. Finally, one more thing, testing our balance. If you're in a situation where you're thinking, oh man, I'm a little bored right now. Well, test your balance. Watch a clock and see how long can you balance on one foot without hopping, right? Just by staying super still. Again, to do that, you have to be what? Centered and focused. You guys got it. Let's do our tiger promise. Ready? Come on back. From attention. Raise your hand. Repeat after me. I promise to be a good person. To be a good person. To put knowledge in my mind. To put knowledge in my mind. To put honesty in my heart. To put honesty in my heart. To put strength in my body. To put strength in my body. And to make good friends. Make good friends. Let's back to the awesome work, guys. Before you guys go, a couple announcements and reminders. It is tip testing week right now for the back kick. So you have all the way through Sunday, submit a video for that. If you can't make it in by then, we have the makeup week next week. Same idea, just record a video of yourself doing your back kick. Either post it on Discord or send it to me in a message. The makeup week goes all the way through the next Sunday. So I'm blanking on the dates right now, but right, we've got 3 more days of this module, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then 7 days after that, so a total of 10. Ooh, today's the 13th, so I believe it'd be by the 23rd then, right? Would be that next Sunday for the review week, or the makeup week. So the last thing is we still have in-person classes here. We're training outside. We got a nice setup there with some shade structures as well. If you are interested in doing in-person classes here, send us a message. We can help you get started. We've got morning classes and we have evening classes. We can help you get set up to attend. So that's it. If you guys have any questions for me, please let me know. But until then, I hope you guys have a great evening. I miss you all. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go to attention. And then final reminder, as you can see right down there, there's an all-right kids, teen, and adult class that's starting at 6 o'clock. That's in about 26 minutes, it looks like. If you want to hang around and do some exercises with us then, you can. I'll be back in just a second. Anyways, let's bow out. Class dismissed. Awesome work, guys. I'll see you guys in just a little bit, okay? Evening, everybody. There we go. All set. Hopefully the sound's working all right. I see it on my end looking pretty good, so should be all good. Annika, good to see ya. Hopefully you're ready for a good class, good workout. I know I am. I haven't had one yet today. Anybody joining in? We talked about it in the teen adult class earlier this morning, but what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Ooh, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Knuckles cracking. There we go. Air died down. Awesome. Nice clear sound now, hopefully. Nothing bugging us in the background there. Shaping up for some awesome striking sets today. Pump, pump, punch, punch, boom, boom. Whew. Some blocking schemes all set. Got about, looks like 5 or 6 minutes here until we start. You guys are doing well. Make sure you got everything that you need for class. If you want to get some gloves, grab some gloves. If you're just rolling with some water, awesome too. Cookies and cream, ooh, vanilla chocolate ice cream, all good choices. I think my personal favorite is still mint chocolate chip, but it's got to be the green one. Something about the natural color makes it even more appealing to me. Let me grab my gloves real quick. Hiding right behind the camera over there. If it was down there, we'll be all set. Let's see, we're coming on 5 minutes here. Let's see if anybody had any questions. Make sure stream is rolling okay for everyone. Starting in 5-ish minutes again. All set on that front. All right, cool. Almost ready. Oh boy, it's a warm one up there, isn't it, everybody? I just took a quick second, walk outside, looking at other options for some options for shade stuff, and boy, forgot how warm that sun gets. Man, even better reason to be training in here. Even a better reason to be training together, or training together from afar. Woo. 4.5 minutes. Time seems to be going a little slower right now. Just excited for class, I think. Anybody else who has joined here, let me know. I want to hear from you guys. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Or, I also posed the question earlier today, what's the most interesting flavor you've tried? What's your favorite? Or what's the most interesting flavor that you've tried? I was trying to remember what the most interesting flavor I'd ever tried was, but I can't think of something off the top of my head. It's not like out of this world interesting. I know pistachio ice cream was very interesting, without a better word, lack of a better word, interesting to me. It's not the wildest, but quite interesting to try. I think that's the only interesting one I've tried. I'll have to think back. Other than like birthday cake ice cream and stuff, you know. Or any wild flavor I know I had from like Baskin Robbins when I was like 7 and 8 that I just don't even remember of now. Azuki bean ice. Oh man, I don't even know what to think what that would taste like. Is there anything specific, Alicia, you kind of compare it to? Well, I'm gonna have to go Google that afterwards and figure out. What's our time? Oh, it's right there. 2 minutes or a minute and a half here, everyone. Getting ready for some striking sets. This fine Thursday evening. Ooh. And get one more drink of water here. We got about a minute, and we will be ready. And one last check. Any questions on Discord? It does not look like it, so we are good to go. There we go. All right, everyone, 40 seconds or so before we get started. Same reminder as every week. Make sure you guys have a good clean area on the ground around you to train in, just to make sure that you don't get injured, right? Ideally, if you got like 5 by 5 feet, that would be awesome. If you've got more, even better. You can probably make do even with like 4 by 4 feet, right? I've personally got, if my memory serves me correctly, these mats here, I think you can see the lines on the ground are about 6 feet by 3 feet, so I got 6 by 6. Some Wave Masters in the corners to kind of rope me in, but use a little less than that. So we should be set, especially if we got striking sets today. And finally, drink water, guys. Stay hydrated. It's a warm one today. It's going to get warmer in the coming days too. So whether you're training inside, you're joining us training outside, especially if you're training outside, drink water. Bring water with you. Make sure that you are staying hydrated through the day. Really, really, really important. So final thing, if you guys have any requests on warm-ups, then let me know. We got some extra time in it that we can add them in. If not, I've got a list that we're going to be following right over there. So, I got nothing else to add, guys. Let's go ahead and get started here. Everyone back up. Let's hold attention. How do you guys feel today? Awesome, sir. Let's bow. And we're starting off with 1 minute of jumping jacks. Ready, set, and go. The other option I forgot to mention, if these are doable in your house or wherever you are training from, is super jacks. There's the ones where you jump into the air and do your jumping jack midair. It would look like this. Right? If you want to go 1 minute, rock with those ones. That's a really good workout. For anybody who's joining in right now, is just jumping in. Right up here. Let me know what's your favorite ice cream. I want to hear. Oh, we're taking that down in just a second, but looks like we're a little bit past the halfway point. We're coming up on 35 seconds. Hope everyone's had a good Thursday evening so far, and afternoon and morning, of course, but hope you guys are having a great day. I'll be excited for a good workout. I'm trying to think back. I don't think I missed my workout yesterday. Maybe I didn't. It's been a long 2 days, but we're coming up on our 1 minute here. 3, 2, and break. And you know what? I'm still feeling a little bit too energetic here. Let's get a couple extras in, okay? Let's get about 15 more seconds. Ready, set, go. Whew. All right, push yourself. If you've got a little left in the tank, push a little bit more. Expect nothing less than the best from yourself. Even if no one can see you right now, even if you're working by yourself, right? Do your best and break. There's our extra 15 seconds. There's no one in the room with me. There's some instructors walking by on the outside over there. They may see me. I'm gonna make sure they don't see me doing anything less than my best. Hopefully we're getting 100% from everybody. Do every single warm up here. Let me take this off here. That way you guys don't have to see anything about ice cream through the whole day. All right, so let's do our student creed here. Ready? Come to attention. Set position. Student creed. Student creed, sir. Line 1. I pledge to develop myself in a positive manner. Line 2. I pledge to use what I learned in class constructively and defensively. Line 3. I pledge to foster friendships and contribute to my community. And back to all right, we get to start off with my favorite warm-up in the world. It's a little bit of sarcasm in there. We've got a 1-minute push-up to do. That means 30 seconds down, 30 seconds back up. Trying to get it slow motion so that it's not, up high and then whoop, I'm down in the middle and whoop, I'm down in the bottom, right? Nice and slow, 30-second descent, and you're gonna rise back up 30 seconds, all right? So we're starting in about 7 seconds here, just so I've got my second hand at the exact right time. Again, 1 minute, I'll give you guys updates as we go, and let's begin. Slowly working your way down. Make sure that you're breathing as you do these, guys. In about 5 seconds, we'll be halfway down. There's the halfway point. Still getting a little closer to the ground. Should be about 10 seconds away. We'll be down to the ground. Not actually resting on it, of course. Again, keep breathing. 3 seconds all the way down. And that's all the way down, pushing yourself back up. Hopefully you didn't touch the ground. If you did, that's okay, right? Get right back up. Keep pushing. 5 seconds, we'll be halfway up. That's the halfway point, or 75% of the whole push-up. 10 more seconds. We're up too high for that. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Woo! Those are always fun ones. All right, next up, we got some bicycle crunches, everyone. So let's scoot back. Remember, with bicycle crunches, you've got 2 parts to this. You've got your feet kicking out like you're riding a bicycle. If you've lived in Davis as long as I have, you've probably ridden one way too many times. That's not possible, actually. You've ridden them enough that should be easy for you. Second part, you're going to bring the opposite elbow to the knee. So right elbow is coming to my left knee, and then my left elbow is going to come to my right knee. Now this is simple enough. If you want a little extra challenge, keep your hands behind your head the whole time. It forces us to rotate that core, right? If anybody's jumping in just now, we had a question earlier. Let me know what your favorite ice cream flavor is. 45 seconds, bicycle crunches, go. All right, here we are. It's really going to force you to rotate your core to get your elbow all the way across. Get you a little bit of a better workout. Where's our time? Oh, we're about 15 seconds in. We got plyometrics coming up next. We're at 20 seconds in. We're halfway. Happy halfway, sir. Where are we at there? Oh man, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Woo! Good ab work out there. Plyometrics next. Let's go ahead and stand up. So reminder with plyometrics, what you're going to be doing, you're keeping your feet together. You're going to be jumping side to side. If you've got a line that you can jump over, awesome. If you've got something small that you want to put on the ground, maybe like a boxing glove, a sparring glove, you can jump side to side over that. You can do that too. All right, but hands up, quick jump side to side. We got 40 seconds total. Ready, set, and go. Trying to just move side to side, keep those hands up. Quick jump off your feet so that the heels aren't touching. It's just the balls of the feet touching the ground. 15 seconds in, we got 5 seconds until we switch something up. And break. I told you 40 seconds, right? And that's because the last 20 seconds here, we're gonna go forwards and backwards. Ready? Go. It's a great time to practice keeping those hands up. Where's our time? Ooh, look at that. Almost at the 20-second marker for this one for that total of 40. 3, 2, 1, and break. Whew. We got another one. We got a plank coming up. That's the instructor warm-up of choice this week. We're going 30 seconds. Nice, easy, 30-second plank. One more ab workout. Ready, get down to that planking position. Ooh, let me turn this way, I can see that clock a little better. Make sure you're doing your best to keep your hips in line, right? Not letting the hips drive up like a mountain and not letting them sag down towards the ground. 30 seconds, and go. And again, you can do a low plank here. You can also go high plank. If you've got a mirror or window somewhere around, you can always use that as kind of like if it goes down to the ground, give you a reference point for where your hips are at to make sure it's not way up here. I know if I look at the computer screen, I can see, there we go. Try to keep that body in line as close to a straight line as you can. 5 more seconds. A little less than 5. We're at 0 seconds right now. We might as well keep going. We already missed the ending. Let's keep going a little longer. We'll end when it's about 45 seconds, all right? That's a good time. I know I said 30, but get a little extra time in there. Make sure we end right on the dot. Oh no, I went past. Well, we can't end at like 47, so we gotta end, there was 50, dang. Let's end at 1 minute, let's keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. There we go, we had to get a little extra in. All right, that was the end of the official warm-ups, but I wanted to do some extra ones. Hadn't done any pike push-ups in a while, so I wanted to do a couple of them today. If you want to join me in for some extra ones, yes. If not, take a nice breather, get some water here. If you haven't done pike push-ups in a while, standard version is like this if you're on the ground. Most people would just put palms on the ground. Again, my wrists have been having issues. I'm getting a lot stronger recently, but I want to keep them safe. Instead of a normal push-up position like this, you're going to walk your feet in, and then bring your head down so your hands are going like above your head. Drop your head to the ground and push back up. You feel it? A little bit more in the shoulders here because you're trying to mimic a press where you're pushing something up above your head. If you want a little extra challenge, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to put my feet up on the Weightmaster here. So, I'm going to bring these in, put my feet on the Weightmaster so I'm pushing more of my body weight. You can always walk it up higher and higher if you want to put a sock on and put it up on the wall so you don't mark it or anything. But let's go 30 seconds, nice and quick. Ready? And go. Where's my second hand? There it is. Again, exhale. You don't want to hold your breath as you do these. We got 10 more seconds. Oh yeah. And break. There we go. Oh, nice and tiring. Excellent work, everybody. We got some stretching to do here. And our message of the week coming up too. So I'm going to start with just a nice simple butterfly stretch. I'm going to get 2 or 3 in and then jump into the message of the week, which when we get started on it, will be habits we train or habits we gain. Remember this one, you're trying to actively push down. You don't want it to be painful, but you want to have a little bit of discomfort, right? If you leave it in a spot where you're comfortable at all times, you're not going to make improvements. Same thing with any of the warm-ups, right? If I only go until I'm like, oh, my muscles are getting tired, and I don't go like 5-10 seconds past that, well, I'm not going to work them more. They're not going to get stronger. 1 foot out. Keeping this leg as straight as you can. And it's just barely in the screen there, but keep that leg nice and straight. Don't let your knee pop up. Don't let it come off the ground and bend the knee to reach farther. This is what's going to help you with progress. 3 more seconds. Other leg. After this one, I want you guys to continue with your stretching. We'll be going over the message of the week. And then we've got some striking sets to talk about. Or not talk about, striking sets to work on. That's the whole point. That's why we're here. I'll do a little bit of talking about them, of course, but let's work through and make sure we're practicing. All right, keep on stretching. Any of your favorite ones, whether it's pancake, frog stretch, if you want to get some leg swings, splits, either side, right? Make sure you get a little extra stretching in there, okay? Now the message of the week, habits we train are habits we gain. Up to about 90% of our day-to-day activities are just habits, which means most of our day is on autopilot. And, oh no, my chat was disconnected. Oh, I'm gonna keep going here. Let's keep talking. Right, most of what we do on our day-to-day basis is just on autopilot. And the thing with habits is they're not something that just magically happens, right? One day I don't wake up and be like, you know what? I want to have a habit of running every morning, 3 miles. I can have that inspiration, like, yeah, I want to do this, and that'll probably get me out of bed 2, 3, 4 days, and then it gets really tough, right? But it's habits that help keep us pushing through. Unable to reconnect. Oh, let me reload this real quick then. Right, so I want to build these habits, and you can only do this by training yourself to do it, right? So it's going to be that force of will of saying, hey, every morning I want to come out of bed, I want to do 5 jumping jacks. Hey, okay, I've trained myself, I'm getting used to that, and then I can build that up little by little. I think I've completely lost chat, so I'm keeping going, guys. Sorry if you're saying anything to me. It's asking for a password and everything, so I won't see anything you guys are writing, but let's keep going. When we get to striking sets, I'll do my best to reconnect as we practice, okay? So, I want to train myself. I need to think about what kind of habits I want to build. Because if I can train myself to have a lot of positive habits, then I'm going to live a much healthier, a much happier life. Right? If I train myself to and create the habits of, right, I'm sure we all brush our teeth, but do you floss every night? And do you do everything to make sure that you have healthy gums, healthy teeth? Well, if not, start building those habits. It's going to help us in the long run. If I want to build a set of bad habits and I say, you know what, I'm not brushing my teeth, I don't need to, right? I didn't brush them last night, my teeth are still fine. Well, those negative consequences are going to come. So, do your best to build positive habits, right? Train yourself. Keep thinking about it as much as you can. Eventually, they'll become a habit, and it'll lead to a healthier, happier life. Now, that's our mission week. Habits we train are habits we gain. I want to start on our striking sets here real quick. We're going to go over a couple of the moves, start practicing them. Then I'm going to see if I can't reconnect this just to make sure that if you guys have any questions, I'll be able to answer them. But let's get started here. Striking set 1 first. Remember, you always slide out with your right foot in a horse stance. You want to make sure your feet are double shoulder width, your knees are bent. For striking set 1, the first 2 moves, palm, palm, followed up by punch, punch. And quick reminder for everybody who's watching, I'm going to be mirroring you guys here. So right hand, left hand. You don't have to think about what hand I'm using. If it's on the right side of your screen, use that right hand. If it's on the left side, use the left hand, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are punches. And 5 and 6 are back knuckles. We're going to go a little bit quicker because I know we worked on these last week. Palm, palm, punch, punch, back knuckle, back knuckle. And final reminder of the back knuckles, these are the ones that are coming straight out. In sparring, they come from the side a little bit to the temple. And this striking set, they're going straight forward to the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 right there. For striking set number 2, we start with our shudo chops. I want to spend a little extra time with these ones. Because remember, it's not just the arms coming down. See how my wrists stay in a straight line there? My goal with these is to flick my wrist up and elbow comes up. Now as I strike, if I just bring my elbow down, notice my hand is not pointing towards you. I need to have my elbow come down, but at the same time my wrist is going to flick down. Alright? So, right hand 1, the left hand 2. 1, 2, sir. Spears, horizontal for 3 and 4, remember that's going to the throat. And then 5 and 6 striking to the groin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Striking set 2, go ahead and get started on that one. Striking set 3, just starting with our first 2, those require a little extra practice to make sure that the timing is correct. Tiger claws are first. Palm strike, grab, and pull. Palm, grab, pull. A lot of the strikes, especially in higher sets or higher level pinions, get a little more gruesome. This one you're ripping something, grabbing onto it. Strike to the face, grab onto something. Finger goes in the eye, into the ear, into the mouth, right, and pull. So we got 1, 2. Break that down into the 3 steps. 1 is the palm, 2 is the grip, 3 is the pull. 1, 2, 3. Bear claws for 3 and 4. Palm, then fingers come out and scratching down. Palm, fingers, scratching down. All right? Go ahead and get started on those. I'm going to see if I can't reconnect this real quick as you guys practice. I want you guys doing around the world here. So you're starting off facing one direction, switch to another, and another. Get a different sight. That way you don't get used to facing one direction the whole time. This should be somewhere on here. So, as you guys practice, especially as we go into the second week, right, you should know the strikes. That's our number one goal, is getting like the overall feeling to it. The second goal is making sure that those smaller details are there. For striking set 1 example, right, if I do palm strike here, I want to make sure my chamber is right there. Palm strike 2, chamber right here. 3 and 4, even when I'm doing those punches, they should be there. And I believe I should be back in there. Awesome. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I should be able to see it now. Striking set 1, let's keep going. Ready? We got elbows next. So I just did my back knuckles 5 and 6. Let's go forward a little bit here, you can see me better. For elbows, this is a nice, easy way to start learning them. To remember that, hey, I'm hitting with the front part of my elbow there. I come across, and I come across. If you feel really great with that, what you can do instead is this. Bring one hand up by your head, kind of like a shark fin. Rotate the hips and strike with the elbow, and notice where my hand finished. Right off to the side. That way I can protect the side of my head if somebody throws an extra strike in, or if I missed that elbow and they tried to strike back. So, 7 and 8, elbow, elbow. For 9 and 10, it's a knee smash. So instead of just bringing our knee up for a strike, we're going to grab onto whatever we're striking and bring it down, smash it against our knee. That's 9 and 10, all right? All of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10. There we go. You finished, come right back up to that attention. Making sure everything still looks good here, I think. Good, okay, cool. For striking set number 2, we went through the first 6 moves, right? We went through our shudo chops and we went through those spears. For 7 and 8, they are ridge hand strikes. And we talked about this in the class videos, but the striking surface for this is I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna bring my fingers underneath, and you should be able to see there's like a triangle right here. You can probably imagine there's a bone right there and also right there, right? So this is my striking surface, this triangle. And I need to keep my thumb tucked underneath because if I bring it up to the side, well, I lose that striking surface. So keep it tucked underneath there. And just like our shudo chops, we need to use our wrists to get a little bit more power into these. It's not enough to just swing my arm across, right? I'm gonna strike out almost like a vertical spear hand here, and then I'm gonna flick my wrist at the last second. Boom, and boom. To hit with that triangle, I should have the back of my hand pointed up, my palm should be pointed down, and then that flat surface can strike in from the side. You probably see that flick of the wrist at the end too. It might be kind of hard to catch. I believe the frames still kind of catch onto it there. But that's 5 and 6, or sorry, 7 and 8. 7, 8. With 9 and 10, there's 2 parts to each move here. We're starting on our right side to side. This top hand can chop off to the left. Side to side, other side, chop off to the right. Make sense? 9 and 10. Last thing to remember with those ones, those elbows are strikes, right? If I'm right here with this Wave Master behind me, when I do that side to side, I'm hitting that target behind me. I'm making sure that it is a powerful strike. So, striking set 2, all the way through one more time. 1 and 2 are those shudo chops. 3 and 4 are the spears. 5 and 6 are the vertical spears. 7 and 8 are those ridge hands, making sure we get that flick of the wrist. And then 9 and 10 are these side-to-side chops, making sure we start on the right side first, meaning right side, side to side, and you chop off to the side. Excellent. Striking set 2, make sure you're working all 10 of those. Striking set 3, we went through the claws. Let's make sure we get to our shudos now. Right, we got shudo double short. Hopefully you heard us talking about the shudo chops with striking set 2 a minute ago. You start with that shudo chop, pull it in, notice my palm is up, and then I'm gonna flick that wrist out and hit with the blade of the hand to the throat. So shudo chop, and then you hit with a chop to the throat. Same thing other side. Shudo chop, pull it in, strike to the throat. Notice again, palm finishes up. Those are 5 and 6. 7 and 8, shudo chop to the neck, bring it across and cover, chop to the other side. Shudo chop to the neck, bring it across, chop to the other side. That's 7 and 8. Finally, 9 and 10 are 2 vertical punches, usually the target on those to the nose. So make sure, boom, boom, that you got them going to the right, or you have them going to the right height. One more time all the way through, striking set 3. Palm and grab. These are our tiger claws. Bear claws. strike and scratch. Shudo chop, double shorts. Shudo chop, pull it in, and strike. Same thing other side. Shudo chop, double long. We cover after and then chop on the other side. And then 9 and 10, vertical punches. Awesome. Striking set 3, I want you guys to start working on that, making sure you get all 10 moves in. If anybody has any questions on any of those 3 striking sets, please let me know. I'll be able to help out with that, okay? If not, looking okay here. We'll jump into some Muay Thai in just a second. But remember, you're always starting with the right side, especially as we're getting into our second week of this. The goal is less on the overall flow of it because we should know the moves, right? For the most part. We've been practicing enough. If not, keep practicing until you do. But that second step would be making sure that the smaller details are there. Where I may punch like this at the beginning, I want to start looking at this and say, oh man, look, that's kind of looking like a bottom fist, right? I want to make sure my palm stays up through the whole move and then it turns over. And that way, as you watch too, you can see that my hand doesn't move side to side, it just goes straight forward throughout the entire strike. And it turns over at the very last second. Or it's looking in striking set 3, making sure that as I do this last chop, that my hand does not stay over here, but instead, it pulls back to that chamber. Right? It's looking at those small details. So, I didn't see any questions or my chat disconnected again, so we're going to move on. Let's get to some Muay Thai here, everybody. If you got some gloves that you want to put on, go get them on. If you want to go without gloves for right now, you can do that too. But I want to start off with about 30 seconds of some shadow boxing. Remember, keep yourself light on your feet, stay moving around, any Muay Thai strikes that you know. Reminder, these should be powerful strikes. They should be more simple strikes to do as well. Jabs, crosses, hooks, uppercuts, elbows, knees, push kicks, rear leg roundhouse kicks, flying knees, if you know them, Superman punch, spinning back fist, spinning elbow, those kind of things, right? But let's go about 30 seconds here. Just quick shadow boxing. Ready? Go. All right, staying light on the feet, making sure that we don't stay flat-footed. I'm not just kind of like stomping around, but heels are staying off the ground. Good, moving, right? If you've got any blocks that you can do too, right? This shielding block is very popular. Turtle block we haven't talked about in a long time, but another option over there. Always got to do one Superman punch towards the camera. That makes it exciting too. And break. I think that's about 30 seconds. I think I got excited. Went a little over. Now, we've been talking about our juke, right? It was a way that we can dodge a strike, specifically more of a hooking strike, something that swings in a little bit more. Whether it's a hook or it's someone who isn't really trained and they're just like throwing this blind rage of like, oh, I'm going to come over and I'm going to hit you like this big boom haymaker of this swing of a punch, which, by the way, it does have power behind it. If that connects, it's going to do damage. But when it's got all that time to it, it's hard to hit the correct timing. And so we have a better opportunity or better opportunity to dodge through it. And that's what we're here for. So, right, let's say that we were in our Muay Thai marching stance and I threw this jab cross. Well, I'm thinking, hey, you guys are probably going to counter me. So you've got this swing coming from this side over here. Maybe I even spot it out of the corner of my eye. That's the reason not maybe. Like, let's say I spot it out of the corner of my eye and I don't want to get hit by it. What I'm going to do is juke underneath by bending my knees and making this U shape with my body. So I'm going to start here, and you should be able to see me move sideways here as I sink and rise. Once I finish that, you just start passing your arm swung over there. I'm going to throw that cross in one more time. So if I'm here, right, jab, cross. Notice how my hips turn. They're going to turn back the other way as I juke underneath. And then throw that counter cross. Notice this hand striking twice in a row. Jab, cross, this hand right here comes back and strikes again. Let's make sure we're doing this together. Ready? Jab, cross, juke underneath, cross one more time. I'm going to face the same direction as you guys. Ready? Jab, cross, juke underneath, and cross. I just want to make sure you can kind of see how my body's moving through this. Jab, cross, and cross one more time. Last thing that's really important on this one actually has to do with our plant or our back foot. So I'm going to scoot back so you can see this. I know I'm getting a little far back, but let's say I'm striking off to the side here. Especially when you learn how to do a Muay Thai marching stance, you probably remember always hearing get your toes pointing forward, right? Get all 10 toes. Notice my toes are all pointing this way right now. And that's fine and all. That's great for us to understand what that stance is pretty similar to. But as we get more advanced with this, we realize that having these toes pointed out a little bit, notice the difference? Now they're pointing this way, and now they're pointed that way, right? Getting them pointed out can actually be really beneficial. It gives me the ability to turn my hips a little bit more as I do this cross. And when I turn them back, this juke becomes possible. If I keep them pointed forward and I just try and juke straight back, notice here, I can't go farther, I'm off balance, but if I turn my toes, my balance improves a lot. Then I can go a little farther back and throw that strike, if I needed to move farther back, right? So, let's practice on our own here. Just through that jab, cross, following up with a juke, and one more cross. Ready? Go for it. Jab, cross, juke underneath, and cross. If you want to stick to one side, please feel free. If you'd like to change sides too, you can do that. Notice that that juke is going to be going the opposite direction. Since my hips rotate over here, I got to juke back the other way. That's the only direction my body's going to allow me to juke. If someone was throwing a strike from over here, I wouldn't try and juke underneath that. I'm going to lose that balance. It would end up with this cover, or right, I'd shift my weight back, and I can get that turtle block. All right, again, stay light on the feet. Don't stay planted here and just do strike, strike, strike. Move around a little bit. When I'm in class and I got people around me, I'm always finding new people to strike. So there's a weight master. Then I strike towards you guys. Boom, boom. Keep those hands up, strike again. And then I find this other weight master. Boy, there's a whole bunch of weight masters in class today. Oh, there's another one. Right? It's just making sure that I keep moving. The more I repeat this, the more it's going to stick. Again, habits I train are habits I gain. If I train this habit of dropping my hands, I'm going to gain that habit, whether you decide that's a good one or a bad one. I wouldn't want that habit, right? Train this. Boom, boom. Up. There we go. What habit you want to have? I want to have that habit of those hands coming straight back. Even this, right? This cross. Maybe I just like fling this thing out there. Uh-oh. Now I'm open. I would rather juke, get that quick strike in, pull it back right up to my chin. All right? I can always, if I got gloves, right, I got more protection than up here. I bring them in a little more. As long as I can throw a strike straight forward. And break. Right, that's our jab, cross, juke, and cross. We're going to add this in. We're going to do a little bit more Muay Thai shadow boxing, right? So the goal is we get a chance to practice this. We got a good chunk of repetition in. Now let's see if we can get that into our usual toolbox. I think about what I most commonly do. Jab, jab, cross. Maybe I'm going to start adding that juke. Jab, jab, cross, juke, and cross, right? But just thinking, how can I incorporate this into what I overall do in Muay Thai? Ready? If you got any questions about that juke, please let me know. But let's keep going here. We got what did I do that? We got a 45 second shadow boxing, Muay Thai style. Ready? Go. Starting off, just making sure that it's in there. Add a different move after that jab cross. Maybe I'm going to come back, and so I'm trying to add this into my toolbox. Yeah. Right, what do I normally do? And what can I add to it? Can I make sure that I'm still adding some of these jukes? Not to mention, the more that I do, more leg workout I get, right? Jab, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Oh, I'm going to juke and throw another one. 10 seconds left. Oh, yeah. spinning back fist. I don't always incorporate it. One more. And break. Woo. There we are, guys. Got some good Muay Thai in there. So that's all the curriculum we got today. Some striking sets. Good chance to work on that juke. Biggest advice I can give you guys again with that, make sure you keep your posture up, right? It's gonna be game changer in everything that we do, whether it's kicks, strikes, pinions, sparring. Keep good posture, and everything else will flow from it. So, that's it, everybody. Hope you guys had a great class. Hope you got a good workout. I'm breathing kind of heavy here. If you didn't get a good enough workout, then go get a quick 2 mile, oh, wait for it to cool down maybe a little bit. Go get like 2 minutes of jumping jacks and get some extra 1 minute push-ups, get some more shadow boxing, make sure you're moving around a lot. Keep the class going a little bit longer for yourself, okay? But announcements that I've got for everyone. Remember, it is still tip testing week, right? Red tip testing for our striking sets. That goes through Sunday. And then if you can't get it in by then, we have the makeup week after that. 7 days after, all the way until the next Sunday, you can still submit a video for the tip. If you have questions about that striking set, please let me know. And then finally, if you'd like to do that tip testing in a private lesson, you can find those on our Discord. We've got options for in-person private lessons, as well as online. So online through Discord, in person, it would be after classes one morning. I believe I have them available on Wednesdays, and Thursdays are actually in the evening. It's right before our our class here. So if you're interested in any of those, please let me know. If you have questions about them, again, let me know. You know where to find me. Let's give it attention. Finally, we do have in-person classes both in the morning and in the evening. If you're interested in training in those, please let us know. Send us a message. We can get you set up on that. Having a blast out there. It's been fun to train and see everyone training too. So, hope you guys are doing well. I miss you all. And hope you guys have a great evening. Let's go ahead and bow out. Class dismissed. Nice work, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, have a great weekend too. Drink your water. It's going to be like 105 next week, right? Stay hydrated. Oh, more ice cream. That sounds good. Thanks for coming out, you guys. Good to see you training. Alicia, I'm going to have to go look up what that ice cream is like. It sounded really good. I just want to know, what's that? What does it compare to? Nice and refreshing. Is that out of camera? Okay, good. Hopefully everything was still good over on the Discord end of things. Looking good. All right. All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a great evening again. I actually have an end stream button this time, so you guys don't get to watch me try and figure it out for 5 minutes. Bye, guys.